If you've been following along on our journey, you know that we are always looking for ways to work with nature, not against it. Today I want to share something truly magical with you, something that has completely changed the way that I look at our gardening, soil health, and even sustainability here on our farm. Hey, have you ever looked at a handful of raw wool and seen a powerhouse for your garden? Most people think of cozy sweaters, warm blankets, fiber arts, those kind of things when they see sheep. But wool is actually one of nature's best kept secrets for creating vibrant, thriving soil. Today, I'm taking you along on a full project from weighing out our homegrown wool pellets to building a brand new garden bed from scratch. Whether you grow indoors, on a windowsill, or in large garden beds like mine, you'll see exactly how shifting to wool can completely transform your plants. Okay, so before we head outside, let's talk about preparation. Right here, I am unpacking a fresh batch of our Pixie Pellets and weighing them out. Every single ounce matters because we want to ensure that our plants get the perfect balance of nutrients. Now, there is also something incredibly satisfying about the texture of these. They look simple, but they are packed with potential. Just take a look at them. As they're cascading from my hands, what you're seeing isn't just a gardening additive. It's a natural, tightly compressed bundle of slow-release nitrogen, potassium, and organic matter. They are lightweight, completely clean to handle, and they carry a beautiful earthy connection, straight from our pastures into your hands and into your gardens. So what exactly does happen when you put wool into the earth? Let's talk about the science and the magic of composting with wool for just a second. When you add wool to your garden bed or your compost pile, you are doing so much more than just feeding a plant for a week or two. Wool is made of keratin, a tough, natural protein. Because it's a protein, it breaks down very slowly over months. As it degrades, it naturally aerates the soil, creating a beautifully loose, breathable texture that roots absolutely love to stretch out in. But here is the real superpower: water retention. Wool acts like a subterranean sponge. It can hold up to 20 times its weight in water. It captures the moisture during rains or watering, stores it safely beneath the surface, and then slowly releases it back to the soil as the ground dries out. This keeps your plants perfectly hydrated, reduces your water bill, and simultaneously repairs and rebuilds the very structure of your soil from the inside out. Okay, so now comes the fun part. Let's put this theory into practice. As you can see, I've been setting up a brand new garden bed today, and these wool pellets are going to be the foundation of its success. When I scatter them across the surface, you can see I'm not being shy with them, but I'm not being overly generous either. I have fairly good compost and soil already, so I'm not going to need to add quite as many. Just kind of use your best judgment when judging your own soil. Don't judge it too harshly, but make sure you get enough. If it's too much, then you can always back off. As I scatter them across the surface, you can see I'm not being shy with them, and I like to work them through thoroughly into the top few inches of the soil. This ensures that as the roots grow and push down, they will immediately encounter these little moisture-rich, nutrient-dense pockets. They are incredibly easy to use, whether you're amending an outdoor bed like this, or filling a raised planter, or just potting up your favorite indoor houseplants. The absolute best part of these: zero dangerous chemicals, zero synthetic fillers, just pure, raw, organic power, straight from nature. Okay, and speaking of things that love rich, well-aerated soil, today I am planting strawberries. Strawberries are perennial heavy feeders, meaning that they thrive when they have a steady, continuous feast of vital nutrients like nitrogen, potassium over the entire growing season, not just in spurts. The wool pellets will provide exactly that, acting like a slow-release vitamin for these roots all summer long. Once they are tucked away safely into their new home, it's time for a deep, thorough watering. This first watering is crucial. As the water hits the soil, those wool pellets underneath are going to wake up. It's going to activate them. They'll begin to expand, soak up that initial moisture, and lock it in right where the new strawberry roots need it the most to prevent transplant shock. So look at this bed now. It's clean, nourished, and completely set up for an incredible harvest in a few more weeks. But before I let you go, there is one last piece to this puzzle that is the closest to my heart. The real secret to truly amazing wool pellets. They don't start in a bag or in a garden bed. They start out in our pasture. It starts with sheep. Healthy, well-fed sheep produce wool that is incredibly rich in natural nutrients, giving your garden a much higher quality boost. That is why it's so important to know exactly where your gardening products come from and to support ethical, humane farming. Our Pixie Pellets come directly from the wool grown by our very own flock. You can watch them, all of them, on our YouTube and follow them on our social medias. When you choose Pixie Pellets, you know with absolute certainty that there is no cruelty, no factory farming, and no bad energy. Just pure love, healthy wool, all being created to help you have a thriving garden. Here comes the part of the video where you can watch as I process some of my herbs. Wash and rinse off my herbs out of the herb basket. Just give them a quick rinse. This is a great time to pull off any dead leaves or big stems that you don't want to have. I'm going to take them out to my drying table. Oops. Okay, so this is my drying table. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. It's just a frame that has that hardware fabric in it. So I'm going to, whoops. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay out my herbs on the table so that they can dry. You'll notice that my table has been placed in a shady area. I don't want the sun beating down on them to dry them. I just want the air and You know, a little bit of sun is okay, but I'm going to have better results if I'm not laying them right in direct sunlight. Now, even though this is a mesh wire, so airflow gets through top and bottom, after they've been out here for a while, I will come and turn them over, kind of rotate them anyway. Okay, so there you can see I've got my first very small batch of sage. This is homegrown sage. It's organic, no harsh chemicals. Once they are dry, I can then put them into a bag or a glass jar.